Oh, pardon me. I didn't see you there. Excuse me. I'm sorry to keep you any longer, but I must ask. You are. Are you a human? That's what I thought, but I didn't want to assume. I know that it is seen as rude to do so in Terran culture. Oh, it is Terran culture, correct? Or do you prefer human culture? I've heard both ways. And the humans I've asked prior to meeting you have all replied that they have no preference either way. Either is fine? Hmm. Then I suppose that's another mark in the no preference category. My results are both inconclusive but simultaneously are already solved. Sorry, I don't mean to keep you from wherever you're going, but I tend to fall prey to my wandering thoughts, which, ironically enough, is why I am doing just as I said, and preventing you from whatever task. However, I have more curiosities that I wish to inquire about, and I was hoping that you would be able to help me. Correct. It is in regard to you being a human. I have some questions concerning what I have been told about a certain form of physical touch that humans use to convey emotion. I'm referring to the act in which two humans press their lips together to display their attraction to each other. I believe it's called kissing. I'm glad to hear that. I was worried I was pronouncing it wrong. But yes, I do have several questions. If you're willing to answer them, I'd like to ask some questions in regard to such an act. For starters, I'd like to know when and between whom would this action be appropriate. Uh-huh. I see. That makes wonderful sense. You have a very thorough way of explaining such types of relationships. Thank you. My next question is in regard to how it feels. Many humans describe the action to be pleasurable to the point that the thought of kissing someone may distract them from an objective that is currently in front of them. I was wondering what physical sensations kissing entails that can elicit such a powerful response. Could you please explain what kissing is like in your personal experience? I see. That makes sense. I can see why many people enjoy such an activity. Thank you for both your knowledge and your experiences in the area. It makes it much easier to understand. Now, my final question may be asking too much, but I would regret it if I didn't ask. Would you be willing to kiss me? So I may see what it feels like and have a better reference as to how it feels. A first-hand experience, if you will. Thank you. I greatly appreciate your help. A more private place? If that's what you think would be best, then I am happy to oblige. From what I've seen, there is no one in the break room behind you. Would that be sufficient? Oh, that's a good idea. I would hate for someone to walk in on us. It would likely make it harder to focus on my inquiries. Is there anything I need to do before we kiss? Any invitation or something of the sort? Put my hands on you? In what way? To hold you. I see. Is there any particular way I must hold you? In any way that feels natural. That's fairly confusing, given that I have no reference for such a thing. Oh, right here then? I understand. Thank you for your guidance. So now that my hands are on you and your hands are on me, do we kiss? I see. Then shall we begin? pupils are dilated, and your gaze is focused on my mouth. I can also feel your pulse right here, at the junction of your jaw and neck. Your body temperature is increasing too. Is kissing someone like this truly so enjoyable? I can't deny that I can now see why this is so satisfying. If I may be honest, I'm enjoying this as well. Could we perhaps continue? Less for scientific reasons and more for pleasure. You seem oddly flustered right now, by which I mean you look to be in more than a simply excited state. Am I correct in thinking that what we've been doing may have played a role in that? Ah, right. This is usually done between people who are more familiar with each other, correct? Or at the very least, between people who intend to participate in intimate acts. I see. Then this may be a belated question, but may I ask for your name? Oh. No, there is nothing wrong, as you say. At least, you've committed no error towards me. Rather, you've done me a kindness by fulfilling my curiosities. Even though it meant extending yourself beyond your duties to do so, you've done nothing besides aid in the research of another scientist. However, I believe that I have made a rather contemptible error. Earlier, when I inquired as to whether you were human and if I could entertain my curiosity with you, I failed to think logically. There are very few human members of this crew, less than 20, I believe, and I have either met or at the very minimum seen all of them. All except the human senior medical scientist, who is to be the person I will be conducting my research under. Given that there is only one human on the ship who I have not identified, and you are human on the ship that I haven't previously known, I fear I have reached a conclusion. Unfortunately, this conclusion would answer both who you are and the identity of the person I'll be working under. To make myself clear, I suppose I should simply ask this. Would you happen to be one of Firelight's senior medical scientists? I had fear as such. Then I suspect that you will have to report this incident, which I fully understand. However, though it may not mean much, I would like to inform you that I had no intentions of soliciting you in an attempt to further my career. My only intentions were to find answers to questions I've had about human interactions with someone who You're not going to report me? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I've been looking forward to working on this project for a while, and honestly, to working with someone as impressive as yourself. I'm flattered that you think so highly of me as well, though I believe that we should probably keep today's meeting a secret between the two of us. Otherwise, rumors might start to spread, and should that happen, I doubt we'd be allowed to work together. Agreed. You are someone I feel that I would greatly enjoy working with, and I would regret having such an opportunity pulled away from me. I'm glad we're in agreement then. I'm looking forward to working with you. Perhaps if I'm lucky, we could possibly answer a few more of my curiosities. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I appreciate your assistance today, and I look forward to seeing you again. Soon, if I'm lucky.